Introduction, my dear audience. Asterisk. Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly attract women, while others, despite being confident, successful, or even handsome, still struggle to form deep, meaningful connections? The secret isn't in flashy gestures, money, or superficial charm. It's hidden in something far simpler. Yet 99% of men completely overlook it. Today, we're diving deep into a Stoic habit that women secretly crave, one principle that, when practiced consistently, transforms not just how women see you, but how you see yourself. And who better to guide us than the renowned philosopher Alain de Botton, whose insights into human behavior, attraction, and emotional intelligence have inspired millions worldwide. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this overlooked habit makes men irresistibly magnetic without them even trying, and how you can apply it in your daily life to naturally attract women who value depth, confidence, and emotional stability. So stay with me, because we're breaking down this powerful female psychology secret step by step, and I guarantee it will change the way you approach attraction forever. Asterisk. Understanding the Stoic habit women crave. Asterisk. Let's start by understanding the habit itself. Alain de Botton often speaks about the subtle interplay between human emotions, expectations, and attraction. He emphasizes that women, whether consciously or unconsciously, are drawn to men who demonstrate an inner calm, self-awareness, and emotional resilience. This is where the Stoic habit comes in, something so simple yet so rare in modern men. It's not about dominating conversations, trying to impress with your lifestyle, or performing grand gestures. It's about mastering yourself, controlling your reactions, and embracing a quiet confidence that communicates strength without arrogance. Women, studies in psychology confirm, are instinctively attracted to men who are emotionally stable, who do not overreact under stress, and who can maintain composure even when things get challenging. It signals security, reliability, and depth, qualities that many men overlook because they focus on external validation rather than internal mastery. Alain de Botton points out that most men misunderstand attraction. They think confidence means being loud, assertive, or dominant. But in reality, confidence is calm. It's quiet. It's in the subtle way you listen more than you speak, respond rather than react, and demonstrate patience when others lose theirs. This quiet form of strength is magnetic to women, though it goes unnoticed by 99% of men because they are busy trying to perform confidence instead of truly embodying it. This is why the Stoic habit women secretly crave is rarely practiced. It requires discipline, self-reflection, and a willingness to look inward. It's about observing your emotions, understanding why you feel a certain way, and learning to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. The effect is transformative. Women sense it immediately, even if they cannot articulate it. It's almost like a silent signal that says, "I am in control of my life, and I respect myself and those around me." Now, let's break this down practically. Imagine a scenario. You're on a date, or even just having a casual conversation with a woman you like. Something goes wrong, a joke falls flat, or she seems distant. Most men panic. They try harder, overcompensate, or attempt to regain attention through humor or material displays. But a man practicing this Stoic habit simply observes the situation, keeps his composure, and adapts naturally. No overreaction, no self-doubt, no drama. This calm presence instantly sets him apart from every other man vying for her attention. Women, consciously or subconsciously, interpret this behavior as rare and attractive. It's not about trying to impress her. It's about being the man who has mastered himself, who does not need external validation to feel worthy. That's the core of the habit, emotional mastery and self-command. Asterisk. Why 99% of men fail to notice this? Asterisk. So why is this habit ignored by nearly every man? The answer lies in society and cultural conditioning. From a young age, men are taught that success, dominance, and outward achievements are the measures of worth. Showing vulnerability, pausing to reflect, or mastering emotional reactions is often discouraged. Stoic traits, which involve restraint and self-awareness, are mistaken for weakness or passivity. Alain de Botton explains that men unconsciously fall into patterns of performance. They try to appear attractive by showing off external traits: cars, looks, career status, or boldness in social situations. While these may grab temporary attention, they do not create lasting attraction. The habit we're discussing cuts through all of that. It's timeless because it signals something far deeper than surface-level qualities: reliability, integrity, and emotional intelligence. Consider how women assess men in real life. It's not only about words or actions, it's about energy, presence, and consistency. A man who can calmly navigate challenges, handle conflict without aggression, and remain emotionally steady communicates a kind of inner strength that is fundamentally attractive. Most men fail to recognize this because they overemphasize external validation and underemphasize internal mastery. Another key reason men fail is impatience. Stoicism, by nature, is a slow practice. It develops over time through repeated self-reflection, awareness, and controlled responses. Modern men want instant results, whether in attraction, career, or social status. They try to force connection or manipulate attention, thinking this equals success. But women are instinctively attuned to authenticity, and nothing is more attractive than a man who embodies calm authenticity rather than artificial effort. In practical terms, this means that if you want to embody the habit women crave, you must consciously practice emotional regulation in everyday situations. Start small: a difficult conversation with a friend, a minor inconvenience, or a stressful interaction at work. Notice your initial emotional impulses. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause. Observe. Respond deliberately. Over time, this builds the magnetic calm that women sense intuitively. Alain de Botton summarizes it perfectly: what is rare is attractive, and what is authentic is rare. This Stoic habit, quiet composure, emotional awareness, and self-mastery, is rare because most men never cultivate it. Yet it is precisely what women are subconsciously seeking, even if they cannot explain why. Asterisk. How to practically apply this habit in daily life. Asterisk. Now that we understand what this Stoic habit is and why women subconsciously crave it, the question is, how do you actually apply it in your daily life? Alain de Botton emphasizes that philosophy is not just theory. It's meant to be lived, practiced, and integrated into your interactions. The first step is self-observation. Start noticing your reactions throughout the day, how you respond to minor frustrations, disagreements, or unexpected challenges. Most men act impulsively, let emotions dictate their words, and regret their reactions later. A man practicing this habit, however, pauses, takes a breath, and chooses his response deliberately. This is not suppressing emotion, it's mastering it. Women are drawn to men who can maintain composure, because it signals a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Secondly, cultivate calm confidence in conversations. This doesn't mean dominating every discussion or constantly giving advice. Instead, listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and avoid the urge to interrupt or prove yourself. Women notice when a man values their words, stays present, and refrains from reacting defensively. Even small gestures, like a thoughtful pause before replying or maintaining steady eye contact, communicate that you are grounded, patient, and confident. Third, embrace emotional resilience. Life is unpredictable, and women instinctively sense how men handle stress, uncertainty, and adversity. A man who overreacts, panics, or becomes controlling in these situations inadvertently signals insecurity. But a man who can navigate challenges calmly, solve problems without drama, and maintain emotional stability signals a rare, attractive strength. This is not only appealing, it's magnetic. Finally, reflect daily. Alain de Botton encourages journaling, self-reflection, and mindfulness practices. Spend a few minutes each evening reviewing your reactions, considering how you might respond more thoughtfully tomorrow, and reinforcing habits of self-control. Over time, this builds a subtle yet powerful aura of composure that women notice and appreciate without even consciously realizing why. Asterisk. The psychological reason women crave this. Asterisk. Let's dig deeper into the psychology behind why women are drawn to this habit. Evolutionary psychology explains it in terms of stability, safety, and long-term partnership potential. Women, consciously or unconsciously, are wired to notice traits in men that signal reliability and emotional regulation. Emotional intelligence, which is at the core of this Stoic habit, communicates that a man can navigate life's challenges without unnecessary drama, which is inherently attractive. Alain de Botton highlights that attraction is not just a matter of appearance, it is a reflection of how someone makes us feel. Women crave men who evoke a sense of security and understanding. Emotional stability creates a safe environment, allowing women to lower their guard and feel genuinely connected. Conversely, impulsive or emotionally reactive men create tension and uncertainty, which are unattractive in the context of meaningful connection. Another key psychological aspect is scarcity and rarity. Think about it. How many men do you actually see practicing true composure in stressful situations? Very few. Most men are reactive, impatient, and driven by external validation. A man who embodies calm mastery is rare, and as Alain de Botton often points out, what is rare is inherently desirable. Women subconsciously register this rarity, making the Stoic habit an almost invisible magnet that draws them in. Finally, there's a mirror effect in emotional energy. Women are highly perceptive of subtle emotional cues. When you maintain calm, confident energy, it naturally encourages her to relax and mirror your composure. This creates a cycle of attraction and emotional resonance that most men overlook entirely. Emotional mastery, therefore, is not just attractive, it's transformative in how women experience your presence. Asterisk. Common mistakes men make while trying to practice it. Asterisk. Even when men learn about this habit, many fail to implement it correctly. Understanding the pitfalls is crucial. Alain de Botton warns against superficial attempts, because women are instinctively sensitive to authenticity. Mistake 1. Overthinking and over-controlling. Many men assume that practicing composure means suppressing all emotions or meticulously controlling every interaction. The result? They become stiff, distant, or emotionally unavailable. Women are drawn to men who are authentic, who feel deeply but respond wisely, not those who are robotic or detached. Mistake 2. Using it as a tool to manipulate attraction. Some men try to perform the habit just to appear attractive. This is counterproductive because it's obvious, and women can sense inauthenticity instantly. Emotional mastery is a lifestyle, not a tactic. It's about self-improvement, not short-term gain. Mistake 3. Ignoring small everyday moments. Many men focus only on dramatic situations to practice composure, such as handling a fight or conflict. But the Stoic habit is built in ordinary moments. A slow reaction to minor annoyance, patience when someone cuts you off in traffic, or maintaining grace when plans go wrong. Mastery in these small moments compounds into a naturally magnetic presence. Mistake 4. Expecting immediate results. This habit takes time. Women sense authenticity, but it's the consistency over weeks, months, and years that solidifies your attractiveness. Impatience leads men to revert to old reactive behaviors, undermining their progress. Remember, Alain de Botton emphasizes that the key is habitual practice, not temporary performance. Emotional mastery must become second nature, integrated seamlessly into your behavior, so it radiates effortlessly. Women are not attracted to perfection. They are attracted to stability, authenticity, and inner strength, which grows from consistent practice of this Stoic habit. Asterisk. How to integrate this habit into your attraction strategy. Asterisk. By now, you understand what the Stoic habit is, why women secretly crave it, and the mistakes men make when attempting it. Now let's talk about how to strategically integrate it into your approach to attraction without being manipulative or artificial. First, recognize that attraction isn't a checklist. it's a reflection of who you are. Alain de Botton reminds us that philosophy and self-awareness are not about showing off, they are about living authentically. When you practice emotional mastery daily, it naturally enhances every interaction. You don't need to overthink every move. Women pick up on subtle cues. The way you maintain calm under pressure, your measured tone of voice, your thoughtful pauses, and even the relaxed way you move in social spaces. Second, combine this Stoic habit with intentional listening. Women feel valued when a man genuinely listens. Not just nodding or waiting for his turn to speak, but truly absorbing what she's saying, empathizing with her perspective, and responding in a grounded, confident way. This combination of calm presence and deep listening is incredibly magnetic. Third, use action aligned with values. Stoicism isn't passive, it's deliberate action guided by reason. In dating or relationships, this means your actions match your words, your commitments are consistent, and your behavior reflects reliability. Women are subconsciously attracted to men whose inner stability aligns with external behavior. Inconsistencies, exaggerations, or overpromises immediately break the attraction. Finally, integrate self-care and personal growth. Emotional mastery is only as strong as the man behind it. Exercise discipline, pursue your passions, and maintain your own sense of purpose. A man who is emotionally balanced yet actively engaged in his own life projects a rare combination of independence and availability, exactly the balance women find irresistible. Real-life examples and stories. Let's make this concrete with a few real-life examples, inspired by the principles Alain de Botton teaches. Imagine 3 men. The reactive man. He loses his temper during minor disagreements, overcompensates when ignored, and constantly seeks validation. Women may initially find him exciting, but over time, his instability becomes exhausting. The performative man. He reads about attraction techniques, tries to act confident, but it's forced. He smiles at the wrong moments, laughs too loud, or over-explains himself. Women can sense the inauthenticity and instinctively disengage. The Stoic master. He remains calm when plans fall through, listens intently without interrupting, and handles minor frustrations gracefully. He communicates boundaries confidently but without aggression. Women notice his composure and are drawn to his authenticity. Which man do you think is more attractive over time? The answer is obvious: the Stoic master. This is not theory, it's reality. By embodying the habit of emotional mastery, patience, and calm confidence, you naturally stand out in ways that external gestures or flashy displays can never replicate. Another example. On a casual coffee date, a woman spills her drink. The reactive man panics or jokes inappropriately. The performative man laughs awkwardly to cover discomfort. The Stoic master calmly helps, reassures, and continues the conversation effortlessly. That moment, small as it may seem, signals reliability, kindness, and composure, all traits women subconsciously seek. These are the subtle, yet incredibly powerful, ways this habit works in everyday life. Women may not articulate it, but they feel it. They are drawn to a man who exudes stability, self-mastery, and quiet confidence, qualities cultivated through this very Stoic habit. Ending. Closing takeaways and call to action. So, let's recap what we've learned today. The Stoic habit women secretly crave is simple but profound: emotional mastery, composure under pressure, authentic confidence, and patience. Most men ignore this habit because they are distracted by external validation, quick fixes, or performative confidence. But by practicing self-awareness, reflecting daily, integrating calmness into interactions, and aligning actions with values, you cultivate a presence that is inherently attractive to women. Alain de Botton reminds us that authenticity and emotional depth are rare, and that rarity creates natural attraction. When you embody this habit, you don't need gimmicks or tricks. Your presence, your consistency, and your emotional stability do the work for you. Start small. Observe yourself, respond thoughtfully, and practice calm mastery in everyday life. Over time, you will notice not just how women respond differently to you, but how your own life transforms. Confidence, self-respect, and magnetic presence become a natural part of who you are. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more insights into female psychology, attraction, and personal mastery, and share this video with a friend who needs to hear this. Remember, 99% of men overlook this habit, but now you have the knowledge to stand apart and attract naturally. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.